Good morning, Virgo, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Will's Cartomancy Tarot. If you're new to my channel, I certainly appreciate both your subscriptions as well as your viewership. Okay, if you've yet to subscribe to this channel, please take a few moments to do so now. Okay, so what I like to do is to go in and just get you started with your uh, who's coming towards you reading, and this reading is valid from now until the end of this year. Okay. So, along with this reading, what I like to do is to also hone in on the person or persons coming into your energy field, as well as give you a brief description of, the person's personality, as well as occupations in which they may work. Okay? Today, I'm going to use my fairy tale Lenormand's card today to illustrate your reading. Okay? But I'm going to first start off by just shuffling up a few of these romance angel cards just to get a general feel of the energies or the vibration surrounding you from now until the end of this month. Rest assured, Virgos, that this reading simply will not resonate for each and every one of you out there. But for those for whom this reading is meant, I certainly hope it offers you the information that you're seeking. So, with that said, this reading is mostly suitable for Virgo men as well as alternative lifestyle female. Okay, so as I said, I'm going to get started with just shuffling up these romance angel cards just to get a general feel of the energies, um, really coming towards you, particularly during this time span in question here. So, Spirit, what messages would you like me to share with Virgos? Okay. What messages would you like me to share with Virgo? Okay, let's look at the bottom card here. Okay. It seems, Virgo, that it's time that you let go of control issues here. Okay. Some of you might even be trying to make an attempt to force results here. You know, this card is suggesting that you might want to consider allowing your situation to unfold in its natural course, to unfold naturally. Okay, trust in God and know that God certainly knows what He is doing in your situation here. Okay, I also feel too that, just by seeing this codependency type issue here, I do feel that there is possibility of an ex returning into your life, or perhaps you may be in an existing relationship, or even perhaps have found someone new here. But I do see that it seems that addictions might be, in fact, affecting your romantic life. Either, and it doesn't have to always include drug usage or excessive drinking, but of course, that it might, in fact, be a factor either with you or either with your romantic partner here. It could be that you're obsessing a bit too much here, okay? Or it's just that this situation appears to be or had been a bit one-sided, and it's time that you bridge the gap here that I'm seeing here with this card. Okay. I'm also seeing too here that certainly, it looks like that your love life I'm getting here, it certainly is going to improve drastically here. Okay, because it seems that your love life is certainly ascending to a higher level, ladies and gentlemen. And I feel that either is an estranged lover who will want another chance with you, or it could be a new lover that some of you are meeting. And for those of you who are in an existing situation here, it certainly shows that you've met your soulmate. So, with this card, it certainly shows that true, this is a romance of a lifetime. This is your soulmate, ladies and gentlemen, and it's time that you free yourself. It's time that you take back control of your life because what? It's certainly safe for you to love. And it's time that you open your heart to give and to receive the highest energy that God, is kind of, it want the universe is offering you. Okay. And last but not least, understand that it's time that you continue to stay a little bit more optimistic about your love life here. Because certainly positive thinking and faith will bring you the romance that you seek here. And it certainly seems to be here that you definitely true love is in your life. Cupid arrow strikes here that I'm getting. Okay? So I'm going to go on and put these cards down here, and I'm going to shuffle up your Lenormand's cards just to also see what energies that comes through that and see if it echoes some of the same sentiments that we see here. Okay, so Spirit, okay, what additional messages would you like me to tell Virgos about who's coming towards him or her? Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's start off by just examining the cards that fell to the bottom of the deck here. We have both the Anchor and we have the Flower. So with the Anchor here, that shows hope, wealth, and security. And the flowers, or the bouquet, for those of you who are familiar with traditional decks, are a gift of happiness to come. So this is already tells you right now that something good is about to happen, an auspicious turn of events, as well as perhaps a gift that many of you will be receiving here. So to just give you a little bit more information, I'm kind of feeling that, because when you're looking at that Anchor card, it represents an air sign, okay? Libra, Aquarius, as well as Gemini. And with the Anchor, ladies and gentlemen, it represents a sense of permanent stability, a sense of hope, obtaining, long-term goals. Basically a wish fulfillment here, okay? Even when you see this card here, always some type of choice is involved here, okay? So it's a feeling that you've finally arrived, okay? And for some of you, this may be someone coming into your life who probably works near water here, someone who might work at a bay or a harbor area, something of that sort too, just for some of you, okay? And then when we connect the flower, okay, the flower here, that certainly shows, ladies and gentlemen, just to just move back a bit with this Anchor. The Anchor certainly shows, you settling down in a very secure type romantic situation here. And it shows something positive, ladies and gentlemen, that will in fact develop. And this positive situation seems like it's going to lead to some type of very long-term happiness here, because combining these two cards together, it represents, like enjoyment. It also represents long-term happiness here that I'm getting. It shows that, your wish, in wanting to settle down with someone is going to materialize. And like I said, many of you already are with your soulmate, or that person is certainly is going to be returning, or you are going to be meeting someone new here, ladies and gentlemen, because this certainly is a romance of a lifetime. But you have to understand here, just looking at these cards here, that because of this codependency type issue, and you're and sometimes when someone is codependent, you always, the person who is kind of, relying on the other person tends to have less control, but that tends to cause a lot of havoc in the situation here. So you need to let go of these control issues here. Okay? So with looking at the flower, just to get back to that card, that certainly represents an earth sign, okay, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. And again, it further emphasizes that a wish is going to come true for you guys, and it shows that you're going to be very happy. It shows tranquility, okay? And it just shows that, you have options, ladies and gentlemen. So it seems that you have to make a decision, because it's not only one person in your rim. Some of you are going to have to make a decision between an estranged ex who will return for a last go around, if you will, okay? But the good thing is I don't see any evidence of deceptiveness that I'm seeing here. But of course, when you have a codependent situation, and if someone is on drugs or drinking excessively, there could be an element of that in there, that's also lurking, one that you'll have to kind of deal with there. Okay? So Before starting, I'm going to just try to hone in a bit to try to give you a sense of this woman that I'm kind of feeling that's coming in to you guys. Okay? I kind of feel a person who, and it may be connected with your past, as well as your future. And again, there are many women, that I'm kind of feeling. So I'm going to do my best to kind of hone in on the women that I'm seeing here. I'm seeing someone that's very, very distant, very lonely, very stubborn. I'm seeing someone that's older and looks like she either something is going on with her scalp. I'm seeing, I don't know whether it could be alopecia, or it seems like I'm seeing some type of balding or some type of recession somewhere or receding in terms of hairline there or thinning of hair. So she might even wear a wig or hair extensions. I'm getting, gentlemen and females, okay? I'm also seeing someone that might even, in fact, it looks like that she may have been unemployed or she works somewhere that she despises here, okay? I'm feeling a person that seems to be very needy, quite annoying at times, okay? Very, seems that she's always exhausted looking, I'm getting. Very pessimistic, a shattered type approach I'm kind of getting, or a quality about herself. I am so seeing religious and spiritual tendencies. I'm kind of seeing. I'm seeing someone that's very deceptive. Someone that you guys may have dealt, may have been a felon to, that I'm getting. Someone that stole from you, just told unnecessary lies, a bit too much. Very devious, an iconic bitch, pretty much. Um, I'm seeing reddish hair, a short of petite type person, someone that's very street smart, a con artist, if you will, and the type of work perhaps has been involved in doing illegal type things. She may have been involved, or it could have been even in prostitution, something that is criminal and kind of getting, or can lead to that. All right. I'm also seeing the person appears to be very curt or very mean. I'm getting very, very judgmental. I'm seeing someone who has visible scars or has a tattoo. I'm getting uh, some sort. This person is slender and very curvy. I'm getting. I'm seeing possibly a hairstylist or someone, she does hair. I'm kind of getting, or I'm seeing for some of you, you may have been dealing with someone that works in the medical field, like a dentist, or possibly, quite possibly, ladies and gentlemen, a surgeon. Okay. I'm also seeing that it looks like, like I said, if you have yet to meet this person, be very knowledgeable of these qualities that I'm sharing, because she will possess these. I'm seeing someone that appears to be also family oriented, someone that's nicely built. It seems that she is a bit heavier, I'm getting. Not fat, but just heavier. Very protective, but I see that it looks like she owns her own business or even works from home in some sort, or even she might be involved in some type of real estate or property type venture, I'm getting. I'm seeing someone that jokes a lot and, just is just a complete prankster, someone that loves to gamble, even perhaps for some of you, she may even works at the casinos. Very optimistic approach to living. And whenever you guys go shopping, she always has to go to all of these stores to get the cheapest price. I'm seeing someone that might have greenish or brownish type eyes here. Okay. Someone that's also moody and very confused. And it looks like she has mental issues, I'm getting, even bipolar, or is just some type of mental disorder that she's suffering with. I'm seeing someone with grayish type hair, or like two-tone type, reddish type hair, that smokes, very insecure. And she might even kind of comes about as being, most men are kind of called players, but she kind of fits the bill, gentlemen. I'm seeing also a mama bear type personality type female, someone that she seems that she works in a high position, gentlemen, like in management or finance, or works something with like perhaps it might be a dietitian or something like that, but this woman could be overbearing here. So let's look at your cards here that reflect your past here, okay? And then I'm just going to give you a consolidated story, ladies and gentlemen, what it means here, okay? So we have, okay, we have the mountain, okay, which just shows a challenge or an enemy to face. Of course, and these cards are connected with your past. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, all of these zodiac signs are here. They're reflected: air, you know, water, earth. All of that is here. Okay, all of the signs here are they're showing. Okay, but you're showing here with you're having the mountain as being a challenge. And then you have the cross here. And again, all of these cards are connected with your past. So I'm going to show you the cards and combine them all to give you a more consolidated story to help you understand my message here. So we have the mountain first, which shows that there was a challenge or an enemy that you had to face. And it shows a burden that you bared. Okay. It also shows that spirit was also there, kind of helping and protecting you. Okay. Against what? This fox, because this fox was very deceptive. I'm getting, okay? And then you have the sit here, okay? And all of this deceptiveness came out, and it shocked the shit out of you, didn't it? Because this sit is showing a sudden blow brings shock and sorrow to your soul, gentlemen, okay? But despite going through those problems here, you still want happiness, okay? You still looking for a secure relationship, right, gentlemen? Okay? And it looks like here that this card shows that with the clover that good luck surround you in an auspicious turn of events. It certainly is gonna occur. Because guess what? This bitch want a second chance, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, ladies. I keep forgetting that you're on here. So yes, she definitely want a second chance here. All right. So it's like you're gonna have to make a decision. So what I'm gonna do is combine it a little bit more just to give you, kind of what I'm seeing here. So it certainly shows that, you know, looking at that, it's like it reminds me of that old song that I used to hear back in the day called the second time around. So it seems that in the past, or like I said, this could be presently in process, your relationship became, gentlemen and females, very stagnant. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of arguing and abrasive reactions, which not only stems from a career blockage that I'm seeing, perhaps, but also it stems from a lot of cheating and lies and deception. Okay, either I'm getting that this female, she took advantage of you, or it could be vice versa, gentlemen. You could have plausibly done that to her. So it's vice versa. However, in any event, someone had ulterior motives. Again, either you or she. Okay? And this subsequently, gentlemen and females out there, led you or either perhaps she to make a very crucial decision. One that appears to have been very painful. Okay? And that was to end this situation. Okay? Because it was a very toxic, dangerous situation here. Yet, as I said here from the onset, despite your challenges here, this woman, you know, again, it seems that is an estranged ex. She will reappear here, for a second chance, of course, if you allow this to happen. So it seems that there is a choice, gentlemen, that you will, in fact, have to make. But you have to do what's best for you. But it definitely shows that an auspicious turn of events is to be expected here. Okay? So let's look at your remaining cards here just to see what we have here for your future cards, what you can expect here. Okay? We have the clouds here. So we show here, ladies and gentlemen, that, since this follows this woman, you're doubting this person. Or she might be doubting you. Or, like I said, it depends on who hurt whom. Okay, so but there's some type of confusion and doubt surrounding, like reconnecting here. I'm getting. But again, despite those doubts here, it seems that the two of you are willing to kind of make that connection and kind of recapture or rekindle that cloud nine feeling that you guys once felt. You will, because this seems to be coming up in the future. And again, for you, those of you who are single, it could be with someone new here, okay, that you're presently seeing that you're having some doubts about, and for good reasons here. So maybe it just requires you to just loosen up and just kind of release those control issues, as said from the onset here. But it seems that this person wants to, really, really get back with you and reignite that flame that the two of you once felt here. Now, the thing of it is here, gentlemen, we have the man that follows this. Now, this could represent you, gentlemen, for some of you, but it could also represent, ladies and gentlemen, that this woman might be having some doubts about you, or she might be having some confusion about someone else with whom she's presently seeing here. So you got to understand that there still might be a little tad tad bit element of this fox still lurking here. All right. So what I'm going to do here, at following this reading here, because I understand that you guys are going to be having some doubts in some sense. I'm going to just pull a few letters because, again, there's a lot of um, people in this card just to give you some indication of this person, you know, who might be re entering, but is a person that you still might not, you kind of want to keep your radars up. It doesn't mean that you still can't have an effective relationship with her, but you still might want to have your radars up and don't be unrealistic about certain situations here. Okay, and last but not least, it certainly shows that that the relationship, there is a good possibility of the relationship strengthening. Because the bear, as this card says, it brings joy and strength, but envy too. All right, and envy could be caused here again by this man that might be still involved in your situation that this woman may not be truthful about. Okay, so again, we're going to go on and just pull some letters. Okay, so that's basically, I'm just going to give you a more consolidated future story here. So I feel that you're going to want to move forward with complete abandon, I feel, with this woman, but you're going to feel other challenges are ahead, gentlemen and females. Okay, because this woman, as I said, might be already attached, or with another, or some of you might be involved with someone else. Again, this is a kind of open type, romantic type, alternative type relationship reading. Of course, this is suitable for both straight men as well as alternative lifestyle women, but all of that could be an element here in this reading. But understand that the outlook certainly looks positive for many of you. Okay, so what I'm going to do, as indicated, I'm going to pull out 20 letters of this bag of 200 letters to help you identify the person around whom you might want to be a bit more vigilant. Okay, and hopefully it's a romantic party with whom you are dealing with. So, Spirit, please guide me to the correct 20 letters to help Virgo identify this romantic person around whom they might want to consider being a bit more vigilant. Okay, let's see. 20 letters, please. Okay, let's see what we have. I don't drop them all. All right. We have an I, a W, an a Q, an R, an E. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if your name appears here, then it might be suggesting to them that you might be someone around whom that they may need to be a bit more vigilant. So it can go vice versa here, okay? Depending on the name that you see here, and it could be a nickname or someone that you could identify, okay? We also have an O, an N, an S, an X, a B, a D, 8 more letters, a G, an E, an S, an I, an E, a D, we have an R, and last but not least, we have an S. All right, so gentlemen and ladies, I'm going to call them right back to you just to make sure that you have them all. Okay, we have 2 R's, 1 W, there are 3 E's, there are 3 S's, a Q, 2 D's, a B, an A. There are 2 I's, an O, an X, as well as a G. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, because we know here that, from just um, shuffling up a few messages from the romance oracles, that there are a few things that you might want to consider surrendering or letting go in order to transform your romantic situation here. So continuing on those lines, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to shuffle up a few more cards here just to give you a few more messages that you might consider injecting into your life moving forward. So Spirit, what additional messages would you like me to share for Virgos here? Messages that would allow them to transform their lives by just simply letting go. Okay, so let's see what we have here. All right. It's time that you surrender unhealthy relationships. Remember, we see here in your reading that there is a codependent type situation that you need to, release. Or if it's you, then you need to get some type of help here. It's time that you let go of relationships that really don't serve you. They don't serve your purpose, okay? Including unavailable or even, in fact, toxic people who may have been identified with these letters that I pulled here. Understand that you definitely deserve to be treasured by others and to be surrounded by positive people, okay? It's time that you surrender your need to always be right. Give others the gift of really letting them be right. It's time that you be yielding, not rigid, because this certainly will help you resolve conflicts and improve your relationships. And last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, it's time that you surrender procrastination. This period will require you to make a heartfelt, crucial decision. Okay? Now's the time to really just simply jump in on what it is that you want instead of putting it off. Because taking action will certainly attract the success that many of you are seeking and certainly many of you deserve. All right? So, in conclusion today, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just going to shuffle up my postcards here just to give you a message simply meant for you from Spirit here. So, Spirit, what message would you like me to share here with Virgo? Okay? A message that they can kind of consider moving forward here that can relate to their present situation or ongoing situation. All right, we have this postcard here. I'm going to read it, ladies and gentlemen, as it is written. Okay? Dearest you, over here there is no mystery for us to unravel, as we know intimately how connected we all are, how the web of creation works, and how spirit is in every aspect of life, from the invisible to the visible. But it's impossible for humans to comprehend the complexities of how things actually work because the most important threads in the tapestry don't make sense in the dimension dimension you live in. That said, can you feel the importance of these currents of energy that bring events together in a miraculous way? You can't understand with your mind, but you can know with your heart and soul. Trust that even though you don't know the how, the what, or the wow, we do. Surrender to the mystery and have faith that the unseen world is watching you with loving eyes as spirit weaves your life's mysteries in beautiful tapestry and glorious technicolor. Loving you so much as always. So, Taurus, this is what I have for you. I certainly hope that this reading has offered you the information that many of you have been seeking. It seems that, again, your relationship is about to, take a turn for the better. Okay? So be sure to like and share, subscribe. And if you like a more personal reading, you certainly can contact me at will.brown@watconsultinginc.net. Enjoy your evening, and I look forward to hearing your comments.